Well, hold on. I was gonna say before the streaming, Jacob, do you want to show the stuff, or do we want to hold off on that?
Oh, was there
Yeah, I was
stuff?
gonna do that immediately. I mean, it can be in the stream. I don't.
Stuff,
I don't
stuff
know.
and things.
What stuff?
There's stuff and things. I don't know. We've had machinations. We've had irons in the fire for the
What?
past couple weeks. I don't know. It's just I just what I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know about
Do I have to make
Now I'm
feeds
excited.
by hand?
Depend. Probably.
Okay.
Okay,
No, but
so
alright.
Do you have to do what
uh,
by hand?
Make feats by hand.
Oh,
putting
yes.
everyone
Most
over
of them
into the waiting area real quick.
I think only
Um,
one of them is open source.
To the right of your character tokens, you have some new ones to choose from.
Ooh.
They have been
Whoa.
drawn out by Guff here.
What?
Yankton
That's
Shady.
really cool. Dang.
Yeah, you joined after I ordered these, so maybe
Oh,
one
good.
day.
Oh, good. I love it.
Yeah, and then of course might get color at some point. We'll see. But
Maybe.
thought it'd be.
We also have the full size images we can post somewhere as well.
Oh yeah. You probably have quicker access to adding those. If you want to put them in the Discord, that'd be cool.
Man, you say that.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
That's
I
excellent.
agree. I will take.
And mine
not
has
do
Gwen
it
in the
properly.
background. Ah! I am
Yeah.
obsessed. Thank
That-
you.
it's-
Here is the full size
There's-
ones.
Liger looking like a
Yeah.
power,
Oh my gosh.
the Power
Yeah.
Rangers thing.
So the thing about that, I'm
Oh, is it
really
not
bad-
letting? Oh, it's processing. Cool.
There it goes. Okay, so the full size ones are in the general chat now, or should be.
Oh,
actually.
sick.
The when it comes to Liger, I am really shitty at drawing robots, especially on digital stuff.
Totally
'Cause
fair.
it's a lot of little details. So and normally I would not do this, but since it's just like personal use sort of Discord thing, you guys aren't gonna like put these on posters and sell them or anything, and we've already been using a copyrighted image for Liger. I just googled like the robot Liger thing and found the same like what I think is the same like toy or cartoon or whatever it is that inspired the token that
Yeah.
Liger has now, and I just kind of colored it gray to put it into the background
Totally fair.
at a later
Big,
date.
so it can't get
Hey.
copyright.
It's fine. It's fine. I changed enough. It's fine.
Framing
At a later
reminds me
date.
of Horalu's lion.
Yeah, I may be a little bit inspired by Elden Ring stuff, just a little bit, because I've been playing that game like it's a religion for the past month.
So I sent the last one directly to Guff, who doesn't need it in his direct messages.
Oh,
Oops.
Yeah, thought it'd be nice to have consistent, what is it, style across the tokens. And Guff had already made one for Ambrose, which he then changed to a different portrait, but whatever.
I'll probably redo a thing of Ambrose at some point, and I could do one for Kina. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Future is a vast ocean of possibilities.
That's rad.
Yep, I
It's
really dig
super
it.
cool. Thank you, Guff.
Yeah. Thank you.
Dude,
Guff and Jacob.
So Jacob, there was a I don't know if you remember, I think you guys were playing Sniper Elite and I was in the party, and I just went on a little like sort of ominous mini rant where I was like, "Oh, Jacob is such a good guy. He's got machinations. He's got irons, bro. You don't even know. You don't even know. It's so good. He's such a good guy. The reason he's such a good guy is that he commissioned all of these for me. So these would not have happened without Jacob financially supporting me."
Aww.
It's so cool. Love to hear it.
Yeah.
Thank you both. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I love love them.
Yeah, I
I have a
also
little bit now. I understand a little bit what the critical role players must feel like when they see like the art of their characters. Just like, oh, well, I mean, they might be used to it now, but like at first,
oh.
oh,
And they were originally just going to be little character portraits because they were going to be cropped in. But I actually went. I'm starting up a summer class at college, and I'm doing a like character illustration course. And I was like, man, I'll show this to my teacher, see what happens. And the professor was like, hey, these are cool. Could really use some backgrounds though. And I was like, yes, sir. So, that's why they've got a little bit of environment-y stuff going on, of varying quality.
All right, so now that we've gone
so
over
good.
those, I guess we do the recap.
We do got some recap.
Okay.
Okay. Also, really quick, one more thing about the portraits.
Okay.
I think it's really fucking funny when Jacob sent me like the character descriptions that were sent for you all, because I had this like crescendo of descriptions where Omega was just like, it's fantasy Tony Stark. That's the joke. That's the bit.
Mhm.
And then Chaos gave me like a pretty good description. There were some vagaries, but I managed to iron them out. And then
Oh no.
I got
No.
sent paragraphs for Rana's character, mentioning little bits like threads of silver woven into her elven hair, and I was like, bro, the canvas only has so many pixels.
Hey, you know what? In my defense,
All that can go into like the background pamphlet.
I already had that all written out, and when Jacob asked for it, I didn't know what it was for.
It definitely helped. I mean, I didn't have very many questions for Ron's character, for sure.
Oh, that's so funny to me. I could just imagine Omega's response. Basically just like Tony Stark. And that's it. Just ending it there. And then
Yeah.
He gave
not
me
for
just,
anything.
gnomish features and like a black goatee, and I
Yeah.
was gonna do a face thing for Tonus, but I kind of figured that Fantasy Iron Man might look cooler since you were rocking
Hell
that
yeah.
sort of artificer art for a while.
Oh goodness. Yep. That all sounds about right.
Yeah, Omega, you it was like 2 or 3 days after I had talked to Gup about this that you sent me the new portrait. I was like, hey, can I have this for my token?
No.
I guess.
I realized the one that I had before didn't like fit
Yeah.
like at all. That was just also the character or the art from the Eberrons that they put out for it,
Mm.
which was I think that was for the Artificer Armorer subclass,
Right.
which I've learned is kind of bad. So
Oh,
It depends on what you want it for.
they can get
Mostly
super high
tanky.
AC, but they scale like garbage after like level 3.
Yeah, their damage
Mm.
isn't great, but they're decent tanks.
literally the reverse of Ambrose. You'll live to see it.
Fair.
And as well, I also still have all of the like clip. I did these in Clip Studio, and I still have all of the like source files for them. So if there's any like glaring inaccuracies that we may have missed, you can like feel free to DM me and be like, actually, this character has 4 eyes or whatever. I can make little tweaks here and there.
Sweet.
All right, recap.
Anyway.
Oh yeah,
recap.
that's me. I'm staring at my portrait. Lovingly. Recap. Hold on. Where's my notes? Nope. That's for this session. This session is 37. So last session was 36. So we started. We had like just killed. I think it was Sophia and Sebastian, the other undead people that were there. They were already dead, and so we were kind of exploring the sanctuary when we heard clanging from the little side room, and Gadiel apparently was dispatching another vampire spawn off in like the upper left corner. Small room over there. We went to go explore it. There seemed to be some sort of torture table. And then I think Tonus unlocked a door, and there were more cells beyond that door. One of the people in that room was reading Undead to Rana, but she wasn't acting like an undead, like, you know, like, I want to suck your blood. She didn't do anything like that. She actually was very scared and seemed like just kind of a scared old lady who had been imprisoned. And so we're not sure what to do about her yet. But so there were 3 people in those cells. We left them there, gave them food. Food and water. And then we went back into the sanctuary because Gadiel's like, hello, we need to go find the Blood Queen's coffin. So we started looking around the sanctuary for evidence of that. And Rowan summoned his familiar, and we got to meet Pebbles again. Kenai got to meet Pebbles, the little miniature gelatinous cube. And Pebbles found a heart in a mouth of a statue. And so we pulled that out, or Rowan pulled it out with a mage hand. We put it on like the altar thing that was there on the stage. And then Kenai stabbed it with his spear. The heart spear. And then we heard a loud wail. I think it's like a feminine sounding wail from the back hallway that Rana had explored earlier that had a staircase going downstairs. So we went back there. After some discussion of trying to maybe close off the spigots and determining that there wasn't a good way to do that. So we went downstairs. We found lanterns that seemed to be, like, as far as we could tell, it kind of felt like sunlight instead of like candlelight or other magical sources. And we explored 2 rooms. One room had a kind of a kitchen area, a place to prepare food, and Rana had heard someone running in that room, and it ended up being a girl. I'm not sure how old she is. I don't remember if she told us. But young-ish, and she seemed to be there under the impression that she was living in the manor above, but there were like heavy enchantments. And like there was a painting on the wall that looked like a window, and at one point Rana took the painting off of the wall and was like walking around with a window to some people. We left the girl there because she told us that she was there to marry the Blood Queen's son, Dabram, whom we have possibly not met yet, and might still need to take care of. The other room was a library. We found some cool books in there. I only wrote down the one that Rana cares about, so I hope Rowan wrote down the other ones. I'm sorry. Then when we come out of the library, we get attacked by birds. We killed them pretty quickly. Yeah, but they were small and then they got bigger. And even so, they were not as big as rocks can be, I guess. So we killed them pretty quickly, and then we went down through another set of doors, and there was the Blood Queen. Rana tried asking her about the girl, and her answers in retrospect were clearly stalling tactics, because by the time Rana was like, please stop getting closer, she attacked us. We fought her and eventually ended up in this back room here, and Kenai and Tonus delivered the killing blow of dropping a portcullis on her. And,
Well, you missed the part where you guys teleported in ahead of us.
Oh,
and
that's true.
kind of
That was That was
Scared
terrifying.
everyone.
Yeah, it
Yes.
scared me. Um, I didn't realize that when I said yes, I want to be in that room, that I was agreeing to teleportation. I don't know if that counts. Oh, Rana did break open a vial of holy water over this coffin here. But yeah, so Kenai managed to like trip the Blood Queen, I think, and pull her underneath the portcullis, and then they slammed it on top of her, and it ended up being like just enough health to like
Oops.
get her.
Sorry.
And
then-
that's where we.
And Kenai and Tunis high-fived.
Yeah. Oh, Ambrose did summon another one of his Pokemon. I mean, not Pokemon.
Arathimon?
Eldritch
Is that
Horrors?
what we're calling them?
Rathamon, sure. Which one was
A
this?
void
Was it
rather than a
Susan?
pocket. So
It was Susan.
Susan.
Void 'em up.
Susan.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that fight. I don't think I missed anything super important.
you did not. But I didn't. I didn't note that anything was missed. Does anyone have anything to add? The Blood Queen's body goes still as the force of the portcullis enough to finish her off. Watch as you take a collective breath. See that the small pool of blood nearby begins to drift towards her, flowing along the stones.
Mm-mm.
No, it does.
No. Wait, can I attack it? My spiritual weapon is right there.
Okay.
What
Can-
happened? The blood is starting to seep down towards her.
From inside the room, there was a pool of blood remaining, and it begins to seep across the floor towards her. Yes.
Ooh.
So Rana's gonna take out her rapier and stab at the blood, and then also swing at it with her spiritual weapon.
I'm going to unembiggen and whip out the wand of cold arrows.
Hey now.
Oh, and it's cold.
Am I right that we would
It
be able
does
to
get-
see this?
Unembiggened. Where is Kenai? Sometimes
Like
it's hard
under
to
me,
tell.
maybe?
Oh,
Other
he's
side
under
of
you.
Closed
Ye-
portal.
Yeah, you can see it. It's right there.
Oh, okay, got it.
I'll,
Be able to see
I'll
from.
shoot a
Dawn's light.
cold arrow
Weird.
at it.
Oh, hold on. Is this portcullis not? Is it blocking light? No.
You said before it gave us visibility, so I should be able to shoot spells through it.
Yeah,
Or
you
like-
can. I was just double checking to see if it actually was blocking light or not.
No, actually, I realize now that I have the line of sight through. It's just dark on this side.
I mean, okay, I'm not sure if I'd.
That help. The rapier doesn't seem to do much,
Yeah.
and the cold arrow freezes it in place. Bursts some of the blood as it freezes.
Oh, it's already dead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh,
I heard him say it froze, and then I guess I was concentrating too much on trying to find the
Oh,
the
going
spell.
for like a freeze and then like a shatter.
Yeah, I'm sure the bell. It's a spiritual weapon bell.
The spiritual weapon is a pike.
Oh, a pike. Okay. The spiritual pike. I guess it's force damage. It crushes into it, breaks it apart even more.
Is it?
Portcullis has been closed again by your own doing, and half of you are on one side and half on the other.
I go look for a lever or some way of opening the portcullis in like this area here.
Make an investigation check.
Oh my gosh.
The room you're in, it's about 2 feet lower than the rest. see a couple steps leading down from the portcullis into the area. Um, looking around, you don't see anything. No levers, no buttons. There isn't a wheel to spin.
Okay, what about this room? Is there anything in this room?
There are a few chests lined against one wall.
Mm.
Dirt covers the southern portion. You don't
Well-
see any levers.
Okay.
No wheels.
Hit the walls out in this room.
Okay, investigation. Looking about, you don't find anything that would indicate any sort of mechanism. You find the chest and wardrobe on opposite ends of the room, and then further out, another wardrobe here. But otherwise, the walls are blank. Going into that area, you find the stone sort of altar, and on the stone itself, you can see without any light source, it's just designs
Okay.
on the stone itself. They look arcane in nature.
I'm just peeping around.
Kenai will ask if there's anything left in that room to, I don't know, kill.
Whoa.
Oh, I don't know why it did both of those things.
Can you sunbeam the portcullis? No.
Oh
So-
no!
Yeah, the body was just.
Kenai jumps back.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't know why it clicked
Uh,
Sunbeam when I hit enter, but yeah, Rowan's gonna ask everyone to step away and just
Yeah.
vaporize that body.
The body sizzles in the radiance and burns quite a lot.
How
He's
many of
got,
you are
like-
in that room? Just the 4 of you?
He's got like 9 turns of this thing left, so yeah.
Gaz and Valis are in there too.
Liger.
Liger
Oh,
too.
and the Deathseer.
How did he get in here?
That's a
He
good
does as he
question.
pleases.
It's a
The
fantastic
portcullis was
question.
open at one point, and that door was open. He went in.
Kenai will move to lift the portcullis again so that folks can get out when they're ready.
Rana will before. Okay, so if we're gonna have to lift it though, just Rana will ask them to wait so that she can
Yeah.
inspect this coffin. I know it was sizzling last we heard. She'll ask also if there's any evidence of the Blood Queen's coffin out there.
Outside the portcullis?
Yeah.
Hard to tell. It's
There's-
dark out here.
Oh. Well, I'm stuck though.
You look at this thing.
A strength check for the portcullis.
Sure.
Do I need to come back?
Well, we'll see.
Well, we're not done investigating this room yet.
Does Liger have like a jack function? Like, can we just slide him under the thing and crank his tail?
You crank his tail.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's
Alright,
funny.
having finished with the Sunbeam, Rowan will start investigating, looking for a lever or whatnot for the portcullis.
You know the drill.
Yep.
Honest opens the wardrobe and finds just a large range of outfits that go from these elaborate multi-layered garments to thin sheer shifts, which probably slightly less revealing than a gentle breeze.
Whoa.
Go or not go, Ambrose.
Hold on now.
Yeah,
accessories.
Rowan, looking around the room, don't find any hidden levers or any sort of mechanism to raise the portcullis.
Huh.
Alright. Rowan will
From
dig
outside
into a pocket.
Gadiel's this.
Oh, sorry.
she likely never opened or raised this.
Right, she's a vampire. She can just like warp through it, can't she?
You know,
Okay. Um, well, there's a coffin in here. I dumped some holy water on it. Is there anything else I need to do?
he says it's not likely necessary, but I will look as well once I'm able.
Okay.
He'll go and try
Okay.
to lift it with Kenai.
Yeah. I just need a hand over here. Get
Athletics.
Gadiel in there.
Oh, that should have been athletics for Kenai.
Sure, let's
Not
try
miles.
that.
Ugh. It's mostly Kenai doing the lifting, but it does open.
At last.
Do they
Ambrose is
not have to
very
continue holding
encouraging
it?
it from the sidelines.
They will have to if they.
Can someone help Gadiel get in there? I just need someone in Gadiel's place so that he can go help resolve the coffin.
I'm trying to see if
Yeah,
there's
Rowan
anything we
can,
can do here.
Rowan can move and help keep the door open.
Sweet.
Rowan's passive perception. With the portcullis raised, make an intelligence check for me.
Big money, no wins.
Hey.
Yeah.
With it raised in place, you see a catch that would allow it to be held open.
Rowan
Nice.
will reach up and flip the
Helpful.
catch.
Hey, thank you. Finally,
Yay!
Peter resolved the fucking portcullis.
There's a couple across the lintel that you find and are able to put into place to keep the portcullis up.
We
Thank-
solved the portcullis puzzle.
Thank you, Rowan. Thank you, Kenai, for lifting it.
What's in here?
There
Are
are
they
the-
checking out all of that coffin shenaniganery that's happening? Have we investigated this room yet?
No,
Not
not
so
even
much.
a little bit.
Ambrose is gonna go check out the scary red circle.
Okay. With
Oh,
dark vision, you
no.
can't see color, so it just looks like a gray circle on stone.
Oh,
But
didn't know that.
it's a fairly sparse room. As you walk through, you note that your footsteps are across dust, basically. It looks like no one has been in here for a while. Gadiel looks at the coffin and bones. The holy water has melted quite a lot of it away, and nods at Rana's handiwork and turns away.
Nice.
Okay, so we're good with this one. Do we think this was the Queen's coffin?
Definitely. Though it seems that she had a few extra tricks.
Yeah. Considering we killed her twice.
And the heart.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Do you think we need to keep looking for more tricks like that? Or do you think she's finally dead now?
He seems to think a bit and says, "We'll check with the guests and find what their disposition is."
That's a good idea. Okay.
What are these up here along the top?
The 4 chests are sat among that area.
Rowan
Let's load
will
'em.
investigate them for traps.
Oh, good idea.
Give me an investigation check from Ambrose. And
Ooh.
Honest is in there too, right? You can either assist each other or just make separate ones.
Jonas is probably better at investigation than Ambrose. I'll just assist him.
And then Rowan's invest.
Oh, so bad.
They don't appear to be trapped.
Okay. Start opening them.
You find a collection of valuables. Let's see. One of the chests has a small box with a bunch of potions in it.
Nice.
Oh,
Ooh.
enter button, why do you stick?
That's a lot of potions of healing for a vampire.
Yeah, she was gonna grab one, but alas, someone dim-doored inside.
Ha.
Another of the chests has a small jar with sparkling crushed gemstones in it.
Ooh. What kind of gemstones?
They look to be diamond, as well as a rather large ruby and some restorative ointment. Lastly, there is a letter, which I will provide in just a moment. Third one has coins, and the fourth has more coins.
Wow.
Ooh. Okay.
Rich.
Oh, I just realized we no longer have the person that has. Oh, the spell that brings people back to life that requires diamond dust. Which one was that?
We-
Can do that.
I mean, all of them.
Hmm.
There's
Except
one
the
that both Johnny and
third
I
one.
had that I
Yeah.
stopped having prepared because Johnny had it.
Yeah, the Revivify.
That's the one. I might consider taking that again now that we have diamond dust and
Nice.
he's not here.
I'm going to reveal the letter to everyone, so it's easier.
Cool.
But obviously Rowan gets it first. Oh, maybe I shouldn't reveal it. It's just, whatever, it's already happened.
Ymir.
Oh, that's what I need to do. Configure permissions.
Father says we should be friends?
Oh, Blood Queen had a husband. Okay.
Yeah, we killed him. He was
We did?
resistant to radiant. Yeah, it was when you and Tonus went down and explored a cavern by yourselves.
Hell yeah, that sounds right.
At the end of
And
that cavern was a Blood King.
was that the one where Althea was like, "Fuel and blood,
Yeah,
feel
she.
free."
Yeah,
Oh,
she.
so this
Yeah.
was a while ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Common
Okay,
taste.
cool.
yeah, that's what it was. It was something weird and odd choice of words.
Okay. Father said some girls need them. Holy shit. Alright.
Interesting.
Which one was Ymira? She was the
She's the necromancer
necromancer in
we're
the
about
wave.
to go out and try to destroy.
rabbit folk one, or was that a different person?
That was a different person.
Person.
Mm. Lupine? Is that what they're called?
Mm,
Parent goal.
What am I thinking of? Not Lupine.
a ruby as large as a fist. Does anybody need a ruby for their
I
spell
have-
casting?
I have
Usually
the
not,
ruby
but
I
one the
need,
size of the fist.
Okay.
and I needed
Mind if
quite
I
a bit
roll
more
need?
than that.
Well, you needed one that is more valuable. This one has some flaws that you can see. It's
Yeah.
not a perfect gem.
Well,
I
I
rolled
just
3
needed
for it.
dust.
Nice.
I'm gonna keep quoting Warcraft. No, I don't need one.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a feature that I've had since level 1 that I've just never used and make, I guess, a gold coin in my pocket glow with 5 feet of light and 5 feet of dim.
Ooh.
It's like it's not even a cantrip. It's just a feature where I can just make things glow just a little bit.
5 feet
Yeah.
of light. Oh no, don't go light.
Yeah, I was
You
like,
guys-
wait, whoa, the whole screen is getting lighter.
Do you guys think Ymira has enslaved Goliaths? Is that what this letter's
Uh,
implying?
Yes.
She has probably killed them and reanimated them.
Ah, at that, will appear visibly upset.
Could be enslaved though. We could free them. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's possible, but unlikely.
Well, she was offering she was offering them to the Blood Queen as food. So they might not be reanimated yet, so we might be able to save them. I don't know what she means by made friends with them. They might.
That's what
we have
It's
to.
confusing to me too.
It might have enthralled them.
They might be
considers
enthralled.
undead her friends.
They
Her,
might not even be enthralled. They might just be like literally under well that I guess that would be enthralled. Subservient to her through the power of necromancy.
I.
Like she literally made friends. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
that seems to be my understanding of how she operates.
Sure, that
Have
that
we
makes
ever,
total sense, and I agree with that. Except for in this case, she says she's offering the Goliaths to the Vampire Queen, which
Yeah.
means
But
they still
not
have
as
some.
food. She's saying you can have some of my friends.
In the context
willing
of providing blood, though.
Yes.
That's what I read from that letter, but maybe that's wrong.
Well, I'm understanding
Vampires
the
don't
same.
like dead man's blood.
They don't.
Now I'm
Also-
super curious as to who this father is.
Yeah, I was about to say, have we ever like seen Ymira, or do we know
No.
what she looks like or how old she is? Because I was under the impression master necromancers are usually kind of old, but the voice in this letter is surprisingly immature.
Right. She sounds very young.
Yeah.
I would in that at like 13 to 16 years old, like tween speak, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like Benjamin Button.
Oh,
She ages
true.
backwards.
I see it as someone that's like pining for the Blood Queen's attention almost, like wants to impress and
Mm-hmm.
There could also be some element of like eternal youth here.
oh sure.
Yeah.
Oh, very potential.
Like that baby vampire from Skyrim.
Yeah.
We'll ask, or Rana will ask Gadiel if, well, first of all, she'll make sure Gadiel gets to read the letter, and then ask him what he thinks, like if they had heard anything about her father, Ymira's father.
He stiffens and says, "This is alarming. We believed that Ymira was the threat, but if there's someone that she defers to, let's that statement hang in the air."
Okay, so yeah. Could it be? Oh well, I would have to go back and check that prophecy. But I'm wondering if Ymira does have someone she still currently defers to, and she's not just crazy and talking about her dad like he's still alive. Wondering if he is shaping her to the end of whatever was going to happen in that prophecy. Like he's the one bringing about the prophecy, not necessarily her, but she is the key to the fulfillment.
He will receive this with an air of discomfort and say, um, it's unfortunate that prophecies are always somewhat vague, but it is possible.
Amen, brother.
Yeah. Ambrose would know.
Yep.
Ambrose finds that the bloodstains on the altar are marked in a particular, with particular precision. It's not the sort of smattering, speckled drops that you might expect, nor does it seem like they are streaky like you would find with a paintbrush. Um, in fact, you can find dried portions that have been scraped away to ensure that precision in the designs, and even find areas that blood has been reapplied and set because some of it's deeper color and therefore older and, than some of the other portions. In fact, with that, does Ambrose share that with Tonist?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Tonist can roll that with advantage, so give me another Arcana.
Sadly. Rip.
Tonist sees that it's very powerful transmutation magic with a focus on blood, but not much else.
Transmutation being the changing one thing into another thing, right?
Actually, with that, you also can find portion. It's mainly transmutation, but you can find portions of conjuration as well.
Transmutation with conjuration. So creating something with blood.
Possibly.
It uses the new tokens. Is that Gwen or Rana? Yeah, it's Rana. Okay. Oh, it's Rowan.
What's up?
Yeah, it's around.
There she is.
I've got the light.
What'd you guys find?
Yeah, what's up?
Blood.
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 People have bled on this altar very specifically, and apparently it might be used to mix a conjuration, make something happen here. Maybe making some sort of blood golem, the blood
Point
assistant
out like
to blood
specific
system.
bits of it that I see that are transmutation versus conjuration. To I guess to Rowan because he would be the one that would understand the next best. I guess. I'm consulting with Rowan about the blood magic.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rowan can make an Arcana. Also with advantage.
Oh, sweet. That helps.
Yes.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, so
Yes.
That plus 15 to Arcana. Damn.
very, very powerful magic here, and you find that it had a transformative effect on undead, and that the conjuration is there to transport blood through teleportation magic, and that there's sort of a ritual involving making it endless.
Okay.
Endless?
So it's a magic circle that is focused on transmutation with conjuration, creating blood with an infinite supply, teleporting said blood, and then also a transformation of an undead into something more ephemeral.
Okay.
Oh.
Rowan will explain that as best he can to the rest of the party and suggest that we erase or remove the seal.
If it was
Okay.
used to make infinite blood, was this this was sort of like the Blood Queen's emergency supply or something. You could just use this to make blood whenever she wanted.
Possibly it might tie into the Rivers of Blood.
Oh yeah.
Or turning an undead into something more ephemeral. Ephemeral? What does that mean?
It possibly might be how she is more than just a regular vampire.
Mm.
Adiel kneels next to the circle and examines it. Watch as he takes a small knife, not really a dagger, but maybe like a carving knife that you would use in like field dressing an animal, and he scrapes some of the blood and he puts it into a vial.
What's that for?
Says, I wish to examine it, but I agree with the consensus that the circle should be destroyed.
Okay.
All right, everybody's agreeing on destroyed. We should destroy
Yeah.
this.
Maybe Ambrose, you can like acid splash it or something. I don't really have anything that I can just spam.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. I was gonna just Eldritch Blast and blow it up, but Acid Splash is probably less
Yeah.
dust in the air. Probably better for since we've been down in this dungeon for so long. We don't want to get dungeon lung. I don't know.
Dungeon lung.
Ambrose. Yeah, Ambrose will repeatedly just cast Acid Splash just all over the altar until it's just it looks like a big old melted hunk of stone.
Okay. Yeah, after some time, you know, it's little bits of acid at a time. It takes time to score it, but after 5 minutes or so, you've got a pretty melted top surface of this altar. If I could alter the map in game, I would take that circle away.
Sweet.
Okay.
Looks pretty unusable to me.
Okay. So, what else is in this room? Like over here?
That is an open wardrobe. You see various dresses inside,
Oh yes.
cloaks and capes.
Oh yes, Ambrose wants some capes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then these over here. Rana will be avoiding that carpet like the plague. Also, I believe it's in the
Carpet's
corner
been
there.
shoved into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
my rug?
Is Susan? Can I go past Susan?
Are you on Liger? Or are you just
Yeah.
moving
Oh,
like
am I not? Yeah, I'm on Liger.
okay. As you move past the bone claw stares unsteadily at Tonus. You see its form is a bit blurred or shifting in and out of reality, and the tentacle writhes madly from its waist.
Ew.
As Ambrose sort of glances out and sees the Bone Claw being creepy, he just shouts, "Susan, personable."
Watch as Susan straightens their back, rises up, try to be tall.
There you go.
Rana was
Quick
looking at
little
this one.
visual.
Mm-hmm.
You find a
And then this one.
variety of jewelry, things
Ooh.
like rings and a torque. You find a necklace of mithril, and even elven ear cuffs studded with rubies, small rubies.
Well, being wary of whose residence this is, Rowan,
Yes.
can you come tell me if any of this is cursed?
Not immediately. Take time.
Hmm.
Valis begins to rifle through the dresses with Ambrose
Well, okay.
and capes and cloaks.
Rana will like lay out like I don't know, like a strip of cloth, and then like put the jewelry in that cloth, and then like tie it loosely, like a kind of like a loose satchel sort of thing, and then put that in the bag of folding
Okay.
for later inspection. Because I am very interested in those ear cuffs.
Go for it, girl. Red's not my color.
All right. So let me give you a. Snipping. Actually, I'll just list them out. It's easy.
Yeah, I can copy paste it into my notes.
Why am I retyping this? I've got it typed out on one thing. I should just move it over. Copy paste myself. Oh, that's why I wasn't doing that. Formatting.
Ooh.
A pendant that glitters with.
Light. I guess it cut off. It's sort of a grayish black illumination, which makes things nearby the desaturates their color.
Got a
Okay.
desaturation torch?
So, I still don't know how to write that down. A pendant which
Is that
glitters
like a-
with what?
It like turns things black and white.
Kind of, yeah.
That's kind of
Gives
neat.
people dog vision?
Technically, dogs can see color. They're just
It's a little bit
colorblind.
dope. They got as many cones in their noggin.
Mhm.
Okay. What about this one?
Looking through that dresser, it's a lot of it's like cube drawers, and you find, let's see, shoes, gloves, headpieces, rifling through. Yeah. The pair of socks on the top is stitched with the design of an ostrich.
Okay. Interesting. And Rowan, I'm sorry, I don't remember. Can you tell if any of these are magical?
Not right now. It would
Okay.
take time.
How much time?
10 minutes.
Is
What's
everybody?
Rowan? Or what's Tonus doing?
Being muted is what I'm doing.
Ah.
I'm just checking out this piano
Okay.
organ thing.
Are you hitting any of the keys?
That sounds like a bad idea. Yes.
Ma!
Whoa, whoa,
I don't know.
whoa,
Can I
whoa.
just do like a blanket investigation of like
Yeah.
what we got going here? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm doing terribly today.
Yeah, so 10 minutes for the detect magic if you wanted to start that.
Yeah. I suppose I can while other people are investigating things.
Rana
Also,
will pull
update.
the
Oh,
jewelry
I just
back
realized
out.
once we have a long rest, we have a cool combo we can do with detect magic. After we get another long rest, anyway.
As Tonus looks the organ over. A swipe from behind from the Bone Claw.
Disadvantage from Liger.
Ooh.
Whoa. Whoa.
Ayo.
It still hits me apparently.
It takes a healthy 25 slashing chunk out of Tonus. And then we'll roll initiative.
Yeah.
What the hell? What?
My bone claw? Susan, what the fuck?
Susan?
Oh,
I
great.
thought you were a good guy.
I thought so too.
My initiative with a nat 20 is still lower than Rana's.
Well, if it's any consolation, I haven't gone first in like 2 sessions, so.
Oh no.
That's a rough advantage roll.
Yeah.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I rolled a 2 and I'm going before Ambrose. And Kenai.
Ooh, also, yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay, let's slide Tonus over to one of those squares. And then, yeah, so seemingly out of nowhere, the Bone Claw strides up behind Tonus and takes a swipe at him. Call that his or her their first attack on the surprise round. And then this is their second. 21.
Shield.
I assume that now misses.
Yep.
Okay. And last, that crazy tentacle swings out and 24.
It hits too.
Other formula. 7 bludgeoning. Tentacle smacks against Tonus and tries to find purchase with its suckers. Make a acrobatics or athletics check.
Okay.
I just also noticed that its name is Susan in the chat. It's so funny.
Yep.
How? Oh, it's been more than a minute now. Well, let me think. Give me fire rune. Not the fire rune, the frost rune. Has it been 10 minutes since the end of the fight?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 16 then. I
Okay.
have +2 from the frost rune that I activated last session.
It tentacle smacks Tonus, and you feel the suckers trying to grab hold and sort of curl around Tonus' body, but you're able to pull away and keep from being grappled. Valis looks out at the scene, looks back at Ambrose, and holds ready to fire, and says, "Do I destroy it?" And then it's Rana's go.
Okay. Um, okay. Sorry. Tonus is not grappled, right?
That extra
Um,
2 actually mattered.
Then yeah, I guess she'll do this something similar to Valis and look at Ambrose and be like, "What the hell?"
Would they have any reason to know that it was Susan that hit me?
Blood drips from Susan's claws, and you see a slash from a claw attack, 3 furrows across Tonus' back.
Well, also, it looks like Kenai is out there.
Yeah.
Also, it probably being made of like weird sloshy tentacle stuff. It probably makes some very distinctive noises when it attacks. Pretty
Yeah.
hard to miss.
Do we? So yeah, Rana will like say, "What the hell? Do we kill it? Like, do you got this?" And then she'll ready in action to shoot Susan if he attacks Tonus again. If they attack Tonus again.
Because it's an undead. An undead aberration. The worst kind. Tonus, again?
Jonas is pissed off, so I'm swinging.
Valid. I would too.
Is Kenai giving me flanking where he's standing?
No. However, Kenai and Liger are flanking, so you get the flanking.
Oh, that's kind of what I meant. But yes.
Due
Okay.
to its blurred form, it seems to be sort of smeared across reality. Your attacks are at disadvantage, so they cancel out.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh wow.
Okay, that might slightly change. Do, 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 do. Oh, it was summoned by magic, correct?
Uh,
Like, is
yes,
its presence a magical effect?
no.
No.
It is here wholly and physically. It did come via magic, but it came as itself. Like it's not a image or a representation. It's not a
Far down
summoned
the turn
creature.
order is Ambrose. Why is Ambrose so far down the turn order?
I don't know.
He could just
Rolled it,
he could just action Susan away, can't he?
maybe.
Hopefully.
Oh, Duff might not have control of her. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
might
I
be.
impel it to hit you if that's what you're thinking.
Well, yeah, but it might have. I don't know.
He did send me a whisper not too long ago.
That is, you are twisting
Uh-oh.
words. Charlatan.
I mean, it's
DM
true.
player.
It had nothing to do with Susan, but you did send me a
It
whisper.
had absolutely nothing to do with Susan. It was about the wardrobe. I was looking through cloaks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing the hammer.
That will miss.
That's unfortunate.
That will
Here we
hit.
go.
Hey,
That is some good crits. Okay.
Boneclaw far ram is not good. Then I'll have Liger attack.
Okay.
Wherever his attacks are, there it is.
That will just barely hit.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to mount and end turn.
Mountain end turn. I've done that in my day. Anyways.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
yo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Special mage
rushes up,
for
Ayo.
not waiting for Ambrose's go, and apparently multi-attacks. 1 second.
For him.
Sends his whip out. Ugh. Gaz, why?
He wants that skull.
And then it is Gadiel's go. Another NPC. Where is he? Oh, he's back here. Gadiel moves forward and takes out his pistol.
Yeah, he'll hit something.
He did. And then it is Rowan's go at 4. We have quite the very top heavy and bottom heavy on this initiative. There's not a lot in the middle.
15.04 difference in initiative rolls.
Rowan will scoot over. He's pretty sure you guys have this in hand, so he will just continue casting Detect Magic. He'll change his mind later depending on what's going on.
This is good.
Okay. Seeing Rana and Valis both looking back at Ambrose, being like, "What's going on?" Ambrose just sort of shrugs, and then walking forward in a very dashing cape that Valis found for him in the wardrobe. Ambrose would just be like, "Eel, girl, stop! What are you doing?"
Give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Okay. Not good.
Okay.
What happens from that?
Okay. You command Susan to stop, telling her to heal, and feel this eldritch presence, entity fill your mind and overtake your what is it, ego for a bit, and suffer 6 points of damage. Susan continues to threaten Tonist with her claws.
Was that my action?
No.
Okay. Yeah, when that happens, I am going to cast. Do I still have it? I don't have it. Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna shoot Susan in the back. Oh my god, dude.
Nice. Maybe it's the new
It's alright, I
cloak.
got 2 more. Maybe it's the new cloak. It's constricting my arms. I don't.
Not used to that much restriction.
Yeah, I'm used to much more flowy. Need to repurpose. There we go.
That's a hit. Oh, your attack should be at disadvantage though.
Ah, okay.
Oh, as should the NPCs. I forgot about theirs. I'll deal with that if it comes around.
Okay, so I roll another d20.
They
Okay, yeah,
roll.
that still hits.
Okay, same roll.
As it should, being the exact same.
Damage.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's,
Are you wanting
Not
to
much.
push or pull?
yeah, not much damage, but I'm just gonna shove Susan forward
Oh.
into the piano.
Oh no.
Eldritch Blah.
Bleh.
Then
All right.
one
and
more at disadvantage. Hey,
Ooh, that's some good rolling right there.
it's probably the +10 is
Yep.
mainly what's carrying it.
That, I mean, 14 on a disadvantage roll is still real good.
That's true. That's not bad.
Ugh.
Again, not much damage, but I'm gonna shove Susan another 10 feet. Just get it away from Tonist.
Okay. We'll say that. So this area is like pipe organs going up. So with that in mind, we'll say that you pushed Susan that way first, and then another 10 feet off.
Yeah, push her just like over the sort of banister there.
Does anything happen when she hits the piano the first time?
There's some poor musicianship. Susan tries to grab onto the ledge there, and instead falls the 10 feet or so. Give me a d6.
Me a d6?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go.
3 fall damage. It is now. Rana can make her with the Eldritch Blast. Rana can make her attacks at disadvantage.
And yeah, once Ambrose is like firing off his attacks, then he also like looks back and sort of gives Rana and Valis a look like fighting time is now.
Let's try this again. That's a little better.
At the point that Ambrose and Valis would have attacking, would they still have gotten? No, I don't know. I guess they would have gotten flanking. Never mind.
That hits. All right. Keen Eye's turn.
I will move towards the stairs in pursuit. Well, I don't know actually. Maybe he can. He's big, right? Can he? Is this ledge big enough or small enough for him to just climb up?
The creature to climb up from the. Yeah. I mean, you can always climb at half speed, as well.
Okay.
I shouldn't say always. A lot of walls can be climbed at half speed, depending on their makeup. But with this creature being as big as it is, it can probably climb up if it wants to.
Word.
Also got big old claws. Pretty good for climbing. Not so good for jamming on those keys, but.
Or handshakes.
Or
You
handshakes.
could instead jump off the ledge and do like a swinging axe down. I don't know.
It's a good idea, but it's risky.
Oh, I wouldn't say it's a good idea. I'm just saying it's an idea.
It is an idea.
It's an
Yeah.
option.
I'm just gonna take it easy and walk towards the stairs. Moving through a wall, but
Leisurely stroll.
that's just I measured it out times. There's where I end up.
Okay.
And why don't I just throw a javelin? Javelin. Attack at disadvantage, or
Yes. That'll hit. You should probably be proficient with those.
Yeah. Oh, am I not? Is it not showing up as proficient?
It didn't look like it. Let me see.
Oh yeah, it is set up that way.
Okay. Very good.
Thanks. And I'll do that. I have 2 attack actions, right?
2 attacks.
Oh, now that he's near death, he's undead, yeah?
He is.
All right, we're gonna throw a heart spear this time. Can't make another oak sapling out of our friend Susan. Ooh, maybe not.
Okay. It flies over the creature and lands somewhere in this
Ah,
vicinity,
shit.
flinging across the stone, rolling to a stop.
Ah,
Seems, after a moment, seems like it might have been fortuitous because on its go, a bubbling black void begins to open up. See these tentacles come out and grab Susan and pull Susan into the void, which closes up behind her.
whoa. What the heck?
Your javelin is gone. You should mark it yourself down 1 javelin.
Okay. Thank you.
Ambrose.
You're out of initiative. You can assume that I'll assume that you go and pick up your heart spear.
You can't pick up a javelin after throwing it?
The javelin was in Susan, and Susan is now gone.
Ah,
So it's
that's
really,
oh.
I'm really glad that you missed with the heart spear. I was on pins there.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know Void could just appear out of nowhere and take my weapons with
We
it.
didn't either.
Hey, to
This
be
is
fair,
new.
Yeah, this
Ambrose.
is Uncharted territory.
Yeah.
That was not my void that ate that thing at the end.
That was.
So
You mean
Wild.
do you think it might have been a void related to yours?
I mean, more than likely.
I have a feeling we're going to be seeing Susan again very soon.
Does this
Speaking of
mean
which, Ambrose, what the
Heart
fuck?
spear.
what? So what happened when you tried to tell her to stop? I saw you wince.
Yeah, mainly got flooded in my head with a lot of eldritch energy and bad thoughts, and that shit hurted. So
So we need to be careful of your menagerie now.
oh, that's good. That's now I want to use it because you just gave it such a badass name. But
You can use it. Feel free.
but no, yeah, that's
Menagerie.
the menagerie. No, the yeah, that's okay. So theory number 1, something to do with the Death Seer and the other eldritch entity that it serves or something. Maybe is conflicting with Urath in some way. Other
Shebeleth?
more likely solution, Shebeleth, thank you. So it's possible there were some wire crossages or something, since they're both like horrible aberrant void creatures. More likely thing though is that Urath is probably not pleased and is probably going to start fucking with me more. So that's less than ideal.
Yeah, especially because we're supposed to go out and fight Ymira.
Yeah.
Do we need to put that on hold and try to deal with... I don't think we're powerful enough to go deal with Urath ourselves at this point, but maybe focus on taking out the cult areas
something
first.
We have something that might help with the power. Alice says.
No.
I mean,
No.
I don't
What's
know.
what are you guys talking about?
Oh yeah, we went into
Uh-uh.
a meat pit and found a shiny rock, and
Um,
Valis what?
Never mind. Actually, the way you're explaining it is probably fine. Rana looks very scared all of a sudden. Like, we need to discuss this in a place where we know we're not being overheard.
Oh.
Good call. Telepathically, Ambrose will say to Kenai, "Found a rock in a meat pit, and apparently it might be able to kill God."
Huh. Kenai hears a sound to the north and calls out to the group. Someone's crying up this way.
Oh shit. Rana runs.
Yeah,
It is probably that little girl.
There's still a blood stain on the ground. When Tunis gets back, you want to shoot this with some ice?
Will somebody
Oh,
inspect these alcoves? Rana will ask while she runs towards the girl.
Ambrose is following Rana, and on the way, can I just prestidigitate the blood away?
Yeah,
Okay.
there it goes.
Rana
Good.
runs past the girl.
Oh wait. Oh, that's her there.
As Rana enters the room where the rocks were, you can see a. Where's that?
She'll
From my
like
notes.
slow down over here.
Notes.
That portrait is a little concerning.
A young girl with white hair, maybe sort of platinum, sits next to the rock, sobbing, and she looks it over. As you enter, she looks up and quickly stands. Your footfalls, the patter of your footfalls, echoing down into where she is. 1 second. Make sure all the NPCs are where they should be. She wears this really fine black dress, sort of goes down to her calves, and even though her shoulders are exposed, it's otherwise quite modest. She wears a black choker around her neck, and see a little glittering of light from gemstones in it. That's Gadiel would be back here. Where'd Gaz go? There he is. And her nails are black and lips black as well, with polish and lipstick. Unusual eye color, yellowish.
She looks human?
Yeah, she tilts her head at you as you get closer. She looks maybe in her 14, 15 years old.
She's not reading as undead, is she?
No.
Okay.
Who are you? It sounds like the girl from the room.
Yeah. My name is Rana. You're Priscilla, right?
Narrows her eyes. She looks back to the room.
Is everything okay?
She sort of sidles. Yes.
Okay. We talked earlier.
Where are we?
Do you remember that?
Shakes her head.
Okay.
Have you? Did you bring me here?
I did not. We found you here. We believe you were under an enchantment by the Vampire Queen. Do you remember where you're from?
Um, one second. Nods and sidles more towards this hallway. You can see the cup, the goblet that had been on the stone here is now on its side. You can see a bit of fluid dribbled out onto the stone.
What? What kind of smile?
It's a very slight, faint, quick one.
At what? What was that a reaction to?
Make an insight check.
Insight. Oh my. Okay.
Unclear, but
Unclear.
it was the last thing that Rana said. Is when it happened.
Okay.
Or let's see, Kina and Rowan, give me investigation for the altar since that's what you're doing.
Rana will take a tentative step forward since she seems to be moving towards an escape route.
Bites her. She bites the tip of her thumb, not like hard, but sort of idly, absently, like nibbling at it.
Okay, Rana will sling her bow and try to hold up her hands in like a non-aggressive way. Just, where are you from?
Bites her lip, and she holds something that's in like a pouch on her, like behind her on her back. Not back, but like, behind her on her butt, I guess.
Okay.
And she says, where are we? You didn't tell me that.
Are you asking for the city or the house? I don't know the name of the people who owned the house, but we're in Three Rivers.
That makes sense. Who's the Blood Queen?
Rana's gonna watch her real carefully after that question and tell her that she's a vampire. She's dead now, and we wanted to make sure that you were okay.
Hmm. Okay. Takes a step back towards the hall.
Where are you going?
I'm not sure. Not sure I want to be near you.
Why?
She looks past Rana towards the hallway. Roro!
Who?
She says this as Rowan enters the room.
Rana looks over her shoulder at Rowan. Huh? And then looks right back at the girl. Is she looking at Rowan?
Yes.
Also, Rana is ready to just like take off after her if she runs.
Sort of muscles in a sort of ready position. You've readied action to dash.
If she runs, yes.
Right.
Do you know him?
She nods.
Rowan, do you know
See
this
her-
girl?
Her expression is one of almost admiration.
Not that I recall.
How do you know him?
Oh, bro.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You're gonna teach me, aren't you?
Teach you what?
She leans a little forward and a little down, sort of conspiratorially. And I mean, it's quite a distance across the hallway, but with the relative silence, voice carries even at a lower volume. You're gonna teach me things that aren't the bad magics. Realizes she's nibbling on her thumb and puts her hand to her side.
Ambrose looks up at Rowan. Bad magic?
Yeah, Rana is also resisting looking at Rowan with eyebrows
Yeah.
raised.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm raising enough eyebrows for the both of us.
Rowan doesn't have eyebrows to raise.
Which was definitely. Oh no. There are eyebrows in that portrait, aren't there?
It's fine.
I think we found a minor fix that's needed.
I tried to do sort of like a Super Saiyan 3 sort of like
Ah.
brow but not a brow thing. But yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Got it. Nice. Who told you I would be teaching you bad magics?
She pursed her lips in like a, not really a pout, but more like a, like a hidden, like a secret joy, and like you know, talk to him every night.
Hmm.
Oh, fuck.
I am becoming increasingly concerned. I want that on the record that my concern level is
Rana's-
rising.
Slowly moving into the room, like towards the left-hand side.
I've been muted.
At-
Is now when I should mention that I saw him in the Death Eater fly into the sky like a week ago? In the middle of the night?
Rana looks in horror
That would have been good to know, Tonist.
back at Rowan and then looks at the girl and says, "Am I to understand that we're speaking with Ymira?"
You do know me. What's your name?
Why do you want to know my name?
You know my name.
Uh-huh.
She's already told.
Why why are you here?
Father told me to come and greet the Blood Queen, and I guess she didn't like me.
Whose father?
It's his father.
Yeah, okay. Tell me a little bit more about your dad.
He taught me so much. Gives me friends, and he's so funny. You know, he doesn't have a body though.
What
Hmm.
friends? Kenai steps forward.
That was the most concerning thing out of that sentence you decided to pick out?
Well, we did learn in the letter that some of her friends might be Goliaths.
Yep.
So yeah,
Friends like-
Kenai might be.
They're friends with no bodies. Friends with bodies. Friends like you. She looks up at Kina. Friends
Yeah.
like you, and she looks at Rana.
Where are they?
Home. Back at the castle.
Are they alive? Kenai's really angry, so if anybody wants to resolve anything,
Kenai, wait. Wait. Not yet.
Kenai stays put. but won't do anything else.
She's not, at least as far as I can tell, she's not undead.
No, I'm not.
Well, we've encountered some wonky shit in this place, so it's not always easy to tell, apparently.
I know undead when I see them.
Okay,
An
so
insight check.
mm,
Everyone.
Say that
Everyone.
again. What'd you say?
An insight.
Everyone
check.
make an
Oh.
insight check.
Hey.
Insight. Could be worse.
No. That was would have come over with stuff.
actually, you know what? Let's see. I want to use my inspiration on that insight. So I'm gonna roll again.
Probably a good call.
Where'd you get inspiration from? I want inspiration.
I saved
used
my
yours.
inspirations
Mm.
kind of on an unhealthy level.
I do too. We've gotten it like 10 times, and I think I've only used inspiration like twice.
Okay, there. That's my. Oh no.
Oh. What are
So-
you knowing?
Ro, are you coming with me?
God.
Where is Gadiel?
Okay.
Oh,
Ah,
I
he might
can't
have
see
put-
him. Okay.
Put him next to the pool.
I wasn't planning on it.
She pouts. Why not?
I don't know you, and I never agreed to teach you anything, and I'm not even sure that I know what it is you seek to learn.
Mother said that talk to you. She looks a little off put.
Father said that he what?
She sort of trailed off, but she said talks to you.
Gaius is her father?
He doesn't have a body.
Who's Gaius?
Oh, Rowan. Rana looks like probably paler than you guys have seen her in a long time, and she looks extremely angry. But also like she is trying very hard to keep that in check.
I, as a player, am
Ambrose-
highly amused by this.
Ambrose looks back and forth between Ymira, Rowan, and Rana several times, and then sort of saunters up to the side of the blood pool and sits down on it all cool like, like a camp counselor, and says, okay, little girl, I think there is a little bit of confusion here. How about, really quick, just so everyone here is on the same page, can you just remind us how exactly you know our buddy Rowan here?
Father told me about him. Said that he was teaching him, and that he would come and teach me too.
And your father, whose name is...
Father never told me to call him anything else.
Okay. So, your father has been getting lessons from Rowan on something?
No, he teaches Rowan.
Oh, he teaches Rowan. Okay, so Rowan has been getting lessons from a mysterious, bodiless man. And Ambrose turns to Rowan. We are just finding out about this now.
Ymira, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why did you attack Three Rivers?
I didn't Attack Three Rivers.
What do
Why
you
did
mean?
you order your undead horde to attack Three Rivers?
I woke up a little while ago. It's been weeks, I think. It's hard to tell. The Blood Queen had me for a while.
I don't. This is out of This is out of character. I don't understand. I'm so confused right now.
Well,
Roro's not coming. I'm gonna leave.
No.
She nods.
How? I think you
I-
should stay here with us.
No,
I think
this
we
one
should
looks
tie her
very, very angry and doesn't. Oh gosh.
Who? Wait, what happened?
Kenai
Kenai
said,
says we should tie her up. If she's holding people prisoner in some castle,
steps away from Kenai, or tries to.
Okay,
yeah, Kenai's
Ambrose.
gonna step into the doorway.
Ambrose stands up from the fountain and walks forward a little bit, and he goes, "Oh, okay. Appreciate the enthusiasm, big guy. You're at an 11. Need you at a 6 right now. Okay, Ymira. I understand. It's okay. It seems like the Rowan fella is not everything that your father promised, or something. I'm." Ambrose looks at Rana. I am flying by the seat of my pants right now. I don't know what the fuck is happening. He turns back to Ymira. I think that the best thing to do is to sort of reorganize and just sort of let's just tell us what's going on. Just get all the secrets out in the open of what's exactly happening right here. Who's the when that had the what now? What was Rowan gonna teach you?
She's back to biting her thumb absently, and the other magics. I don't know much, but the the, the bad ones.
What are the bad ones?
I can make friends.
Uh-huh, what does that mean?
I take bodies and I make them move again. I was gonna do it to the bird, but you came.
Can she not already do that?
She
So
said that Rowan's supposed to teach her the magics that aren't that. So other stuff.
Oh, interesting. So necromancy is not the bad magics.
She's saying that necromancy is the bad magics. Rowan's
Oh.
gonna teach her other things.
Oh, I thought you were saying that Rowan is going to teach her bad magics.
Nope.
That's
Was my
that's also what I
interpretation as
thought.
well.
Okay. Yeah, okay. How old are you?
Drugs. I'm just 14, 15. I don't know. Father didn't tell me.
Do you remember your mother?
Never met her. It was only ever father.
Okay.
I don't think your dad's your dad.
You don't think
Wow.
your dad?
Say that.
So you don't think
okay.
your dad's your dad?
Yeah,
I'm adopted.
right.
Starts having a crisis in the middle of this dungeon.
She reaches back to her pouch again and sort of holds on to something in it.
Rana looks at Kenai
Yeah, let's tie her up.
significantly.
Father, I don't want to be here anymore. And you watch as these bony skeletal hands begin to wrap around her. And this is a spell, just FYI. And they begin to grab her, shoulders, waist, and pull her back into. It's very reminiscent of a reflavored teleport spell.
Rowan?
Can I do anything with an opportunity?
Enemy attacks aren't allowed on teleportation.
Rowan?
I'm deciding. Yeah, Rowan will counter.
What's the range on counterspell?
Oh
60
no.
feet.
Oh, it's
Oh,
60.
it's 60 feet, but
Oh,
yeah, relative to the caster. So if somebody else is casting it on him, he can't counter it. Or casting
no.
it on her. Okay.
What spell or what level?
Use my available slots, so fifth.
Ooh, sounds like you need to roll a d20. I think, right? Hold
Yeah,
on.
because teleport is seventh.
One second. Going to. Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. So these hands pull her through the teleport, and she vanishes.
Damn it.
Should have tied her up, Rowan. Kenai says
Yeah.
as he's looking directly at Ambrose, menacingly.
I don't have any rope. What are you looking at me for?
Rana takes a deep breath and walks over to Gadiel and asks him, well, gives him a really hard look for a few moments.
He raises his eyes at her. Eyebrows, not eyes. That'd be weird. And just point of interest, because you called it a pool of blood. The liquid in this pool is not particularly thick, and it doesn't have that metallic smell to it that you've been smelling. So it doesn't seem like it's blood.
Oh, but it's still red?
Mhm.
Kool-Aid, got it.
Wait, yep.
Maybe.
So Rana asks Gadiel if she can check something.
You may.
Okay, Rana checks for his pulse.
Medicine check?
I wish I had saved my inspiration.
Inspiration.
Kenai gets an inspiration as well as Ambrose.
I still have one. I just need some coaching sometimes about when I should use something like that. Because I'm
Whenever you
not
feel
always
like
very
you.
sure.
I mean, I guess
Yeah,
Whenever you need a boost.
whenever you think you. Yeah, if you roll poorly and you're like, nope, I need to succeed on this.
Okay.
if I hadn't used my inspiration for that other roll, though, I wouldn't even know to make this check. So
You can feel
Doing,
you can feel a pulse on Gadiel. He subjects himself to the inspection without complaint.
and his skin is warm. He looks, for
He
all
looks
like
he looks human, but
he's
quite old.
alive.
His skin isn't like icy cold, but it is a little cooler. I mean, he's an old man, and his pulse is faint, but there.
And to Rana's knowledge, is that normal for older people? Okay.
It can be, yeah.
Faint pulse and slightly cold skin.
you
She
get a little
Man.
clammy in your old age. It
Get,
happens.
getting old suck.
sorry, Rana is going to tell Gadiel that she's gonna step away and thank him and tell him that Ymira looked at you rather intently when she says she knows undead when she sees them.
I noticed that as well.
Any idea why she might have?
She seemed a confused young girl, which is heartbreaking. I had hoped that she were less innocent seeming.
Innocent, yeah. Is he being honest?
Roll an insight check.
That's better. Mostly specifically about the confused young girl comment.
You don't note any tremors or variation in his tone. He seems sincere.
Okay.
Looks a bit disappointed.
Okay. Can you remind me what that prophecy was?
Yes. I'll
I don't
remind you
think
with
Kenai
a...
has heard this prophecy in full yet, has he?
No, probably not.
Yeah. So Kenai can just say, you mentioned a prophecy earlier. What prophecy are you guys speaking about?
It is a prophecy made by my peoples. They spoke of a coming calamity. The prophecy is as follows. The purple leaf falls upon the shorn. A sleeping master defies the blight. Wrapped with stitchings and darkling light, Ymira is come. By death she's born. And... oh, there's a typo in there. It is in handouts, as well as
Oh,
his
sweet.
perfect.
Hallelujah.
Oh yeah.
his interpretation, or his people's interpretation. He continues and says that purple leaves may be autumn, however, the shorn, likely sheep, comes in spring. So probably there will be some calamity or irregularity with the shepherds here.
Like a war?
Could be. He believes it'll be in autumn. And it is.
Sleeping master defies the blight now might be this father figure. Because she said he protects her from the blight. Hey, Rowan, speaking of which, we need to talk.
Rowan's just gonna. You're in for it, buddy.
Apparently.
Let's do that after we take a short, 5-minute break.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm cool with that. BRB.
Sounds good.
Oh, really quick, Wi-Fi,
My
are you still here?
Goodness.
Yeah, what's up?
Something noted, this is also a completely different end of the world prophecy as the one that involves Ambrose, so...
Oh, great. I'll want to know more about that one, too.
so would I.
Alright, be right back.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No. No. Oh, Lord. Wait, Guff, can I ask you, what is with this look on Rana's face?
Yeah, I don't know. To be fair, I don't know, there's not really a to be fair. I'm just sometimes, faces are just not my specialty, so I wanted to, I guess it was more, it's sort of like a stoic, rangery sort of, eyes on the surroundings sort of look,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay, yeah. I love, the expression is so, vivid to me. Like, it's just so, there's so much there. Does that make sense? Like, it's not like to me, it's not a blank expression. Like, it's a very, very much like she's feeling something. And I was like, is this how Guff interprets Rana? Like, almost like she's over it all. She's like, oh my god.
You cut out for a little bit there. What was that last bit?
Oh, it's just like, for me, I'm looking at this expression, it's like she's kind of like over it all. And she's like, oh my god, like,
Oh no,
these
it's
fuckers.
sort of not like, I guess it kind of does look a little eye rolly, but it's more like, I guess, I don't know. Sometimes when I draw, lines just happen,
Yeah.
you know, and I just roll with it.
Yeah.
But I guess it's sort of my interpretation brought from it, and having that sort of, I guess, over the shoulder look. It also sort of relates to like Rana having like the undead / aberration sixth sense sort of stuff that happens.
Yeah.
So that could be something.
I like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, most of my expressions just turn out sort of like slightly stern but mostly neutral. Like with Rowan's, it's just kind of the face is there, so leaves up a lot to interpretation.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Also back.
Ew. I think Wi-Fi's still gone.
Did,
And,
uh,
yeah, like
Good call
Ryan's
with the
back.
age raid on that letter, Guff.
A, right?
So Gadiel's prophecy, he heard the prophecy, or he gave the prophecy.
It's like a prophecy that
People
was
gave,
handed
yeah.
down through his peoples or something, right? Like his
Yeah.
his little undead hunty tribe.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not like
Gadiel
literal
is,
tribe, but just his group.
Gadiel is not from around here.
Okay.
He is from far to the southeast.
Southeast. Mhm.
Yeah. And apparently they have seers there that were given this prophecy at some point. When did they receive this prophecy?
Was uttered 7 months ago.
Okay.
Huh.
Did anything else happen 7 months ago in Gresha? Did anything important happen 7 months ago in Gresha?
Like a history check.
History.
Not really.
Okay. It's not ringing a bell.
No.
Because yeah, the thing people have
Yeah,
done.
because all right. Rowan, would you care to explain?
If you're speaking, you're muted. You're not coming.
Yeah, I'm not speaking.
Okay.
I'm trying to formulate my thought.
Mm.
Ron seems slightly puzzled. I have conversed with Gaius on many occasions. What was conveyed by the young girl is new to me. I have never heard anything like it.
Well, it kind of sounds like Gaius was talking to her.
Mm-hmm. It does sound like that.
What did you tell him? What did you tell him?
I haven't told him anything. Primarily, I've been asking questions.
About?
Largely Ymira and the forces at her disposal, but now I question the information I've been given.
So that little girl has forces of undead at her command?
Possibly.
That's the attack is that the attack that happened at the North Gate that you guys were telling me about?
Yeah.
She
Yep.
Yeah,
claimed
those
not to
are-
have been a part of that, though.
Say that again?
She claimed that she wasn't a part of that attack.
She might have ordered it while she was under the Blood Queen's enchantment, because Dairira? How do you say that name? Jacob?
He's muted.
You had it correct.
Is it Dairira?
Yes.
Okay.
Diarrhea?
Dairira said they were working under, or they were acting under Ymira's command. Is that accurate? That's accurate to what we remember, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's possible that she gave the command while she was being, I don't know, enthralled, enchanted.
So the Blood Queen was controlling Ymira?
Looks,
That's what it seemed like Ymira was saying.
yeah.
But
Ymira's still a necromancer though, and
yeah,
she's still part of this prophecy, and yeah, I don't know
But
what
as
to
of
do.
what we know right now, the whole like undead attacks that have been happening, that was just the Blood Queen using Ymira to use the army?
Possibly. Don't know. She's
Okay.
gone now.
Also, really quick, fantasy names are hard for me. Have we met or interacted with this Dairira person before,
Yeah.
or is this
Yes.
letter the first time we've
yeah,
heard
good
of him?
question.
We finally killed him. We met him when we rode out into the big horde. I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was one of the guys that Johnny was attempting to negotiate with. And then we found him in that tower where we met Kenai.
Oh,
That mage was
he was
Dairira.
the mageman that was casting
Oh.
spells. Okay.
This guy.
Did we kill him?
Yep, he did.
Oh yeah, he's super dead.
Great.
Well, re-dead.
Dead enough.
Probably a good thing we didn't tell Ymira that we killed her friend. She seemed fond of him.
Yeah, probably good.
Rowan,
Yes.
I thought you were going to take care of Gaius.
He's being taken care of. It's in his bag.
Yeah, Rana
I'm
looks
pretty sure.
very angry, not necessarily with Rowan, but kind of with herself for letting it stay that vague. We need to deal with Gaius.
And again, just for the sake of clarity, we don't mean take him to the spa so he can teach us magics. We mean roll him down an aisle like a bowling ball and smash him or something.
The skull?
Mm-hmm. Either
That's the Pullman, I think,
Is
right?
Gaius's full existence in that skull, or is there a being
Yes.
somewhere else that
Well,
you
as
talk
far
to
as we're-
through the skull?
As far as I'm aware, just the skull.
Hmm.
though now
Why would-
we're not entirely sure that that's accurate.
Yeah, because if Ymira's talking about Gaius too, her experience with Gaius should indicate that there is a being, right?
Not necessarily. She did mention that her father doesn't have a body.
Oh,
Yeah,
missed that.
Rana is tentatively
Yeah.
concluding that Gaius might be father. I guess that's not a conclusion. She is suggesting that Gaius might be father.
Mhm.
I think the whole no body bit, at first I thought that she was maybe meaning that maybe he was in the astral plane or something and he couldn't get over here, but I think it was literally he is only a skull. Like he doesn't have anything from the neck down.
Yeah, it's
Bitch.
possible.
We only know one person like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
What do you suggest we do with Gaius, Rowan?
It might be time for a group conversation with him.
Do you want to do that here, or do you think we should do that somewhere more secure?
I would suggest somewhere more secure.
Okay.
or to not speak with the potentially all-powerful, like, I don't know, lich or whatever he is in this dungeon. It smells like blood. Everything's gross.
Okay.
I'm with Ambrose on that.
And And
We can get
yes,
somewhere
possibly
nice, comfortable, neutral place.
after we've had some time to recuperate.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I might not be able to be there to talk to him in the next few days. I would prefer to be there when the group discussion happens. In the meantime, if you wouldn't mind trying to see what other information you could get out of him, I would appreciate that. But his days are numbered. I don't want him
And
with us.
and if on the off chance that he is not the father,
I still do not want him in our possession.
okay.
I think in order to find that out, we're gonna have to contact Maury the Wise.
Oh no! Wow,
Just
deep
some-
cut.
Some paternity
you.
tests up in here. Excellent.
She never did tell us where she was from. But I suppose it's possible she doesn't know. Rana will turn kind of quickly to Gadiel and say sorry for freaking out there a bit. But this whole place has me a bit on edge.
He nods, says, I agree. We should clear the rest of it and leave.
Yep. Agreed.
Eating
Agreed.
sounds good.
So find all the coffins. Dump as much.
Dump
Ymir
with
was the
holy
little
water.
girl in here, right?
Yep.
Rowan's going to go in there and look around for possessions, ideally something like a hairbrush.
You see that
If you
the
can find
rug has been replaced?
Oh.
It's fucking
Rowan
rugs.
will
Hey,
mage
now.
hand it out of the way. Light enough.
Oh, are we investigating the room? That's a good idea. Thank you, Rowan.
Okay.
This room in here. You can go first.
The room is well appointed. It has blue furnishings similar to the outer chamber where the food was. Teddy bear sits on the bed. The bed is made quite well, tucked in and everything. There's a wardrobe, chair, fresh flowers, and an easel that has a painting that was in progress. Paints and brushes lay next to it.
Is this
Look like
the
this-
painting?
painting.
Is the painting of the window still here?
Did you replace it? Rana
I-
replaced it, right?
No, I left it right here next to the door.
Oh, yes, it is still there.
Okay, cool. Ah!
What?
Wow.
I love it so much.
Oh.
Oh my god. This is brilliant.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
amazing.
How does that make you feel, Rowan?
This
Oh,
one
God.
was not
This is so
a
good.
commission from me.
Yeah, I actually did that this morning.
That's
I
excellent.
mean, it's good.
Too
You got
many
the
teeth.
skull
Great.
anatomy down. A few too many teeth.
Yeah. Way too many.
Can you post that in the Discord later, please? I would love
Yeah, sure.
to just preserve
Uh,
that for memory.
Is excellent.
I clicked away to look at a message on Discord, and when I clicked back, that image was front and center on the screen. And it honestly made me jump a little bit.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, it's good. Okay. So Rowan, I can't help but notice, even though you claim to have not interacted with this girl, she has a pet name for you and has an artistic interpretation of you.
Everyone has a pet name for me.
Pardon me?
What?
Rowan is not my name. It is not my people's way to give our names
Hmm.
to other people.
Interesting.
Is Roro your real name?
No.
No.
Rana will search this wardrobe.
In the wardrobe, you find several tailored outfits for a young woman. They all look to be the same fit. They are all sort of modest dresses in the same style as what Ymera was wearing. Give me an investigation check from Rowan.
Ah,
I'm not sure it was possible for Rowan to fail. Nope, sure wasn't. You find some stray hairs on the pillows.
okay.
Are they white or platinum?
Yes.
Okay. Rowan will collect some of those and put them in a pouch.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Was there anything else anyone needed?
Really quick, what's going on over on this table here?
You find a deck of playing cards, a flute, and 2 dolls.
A deck of playing cards, you say? Or maybe there's some in there? Maybe take a
They
little
look normal.
Damn it.
They look normal.
Ah,
Let me just double check something real quick. Yeah. That is everything.
Just be aware, we don't know if we saw the Vampire Queen's son. So be on the lookout for one last vampire. Also, there was the one that I turned earlier. He might come back.
Oh, I forgot him. The dude that like jumped out the window or something.
Yeah. So we haven't necessarily seen or dealt with Vampire Queen's son. Rana will make sure to warn everybody about that.
Did anything result of Rowan's detect magic from
oh yeah.
way more
Oh,
than 10
right.
minutes ago?
On that fancy jewelry.
Well, and the drawers
The altars.
with shoes
Oh.
and stuff.
The necklace of mithril, which glittered with dark light, and a pair of shoes that have little wings attached. Both are magical.
Pair of shoes with little wings attached.
Those are some good.
Necklace sparkles with dark light, you say? That sounds like it would bring out my eyes.
Also,
The shoe-
Ambrose's new cloak.
Oh,
yeah.
Do I recognize the shoes with the wings?
Not sure. Should you?
I mean, we've seen Pegasus boots before, if that's what they are.
They are not.
Okay.
Ambrose's new cloak. I'm
Okay,
writing
we,
down what's magical so that we can identify it later. Ah.
Oh yeah, me and Valis figured out this cloak is found it in one of the Blood Queen's wardrobes. It's a cloak of protection, so I get +1 AC and +1 on saving throws.
Nice.
I'm saying this out loud because I know I will forget about the saving throw thing.
Oh,
Well,
I'll
as
make
soon
it a
as-
global modifier on your.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say as soon as you equip it, I think you can make it so that it just applies automatically to all of your AC and your saving throws.
Yeah, I clicked on the like apply or equip button, the little shield that's next to the cloak, but I didn't see any changes, so I just It's a fly cloak. I'm probably not going to take it off, so I just changed my armor class to 14.
So
yeah.
Rana will actually leave the magical stuff with Rowan in his haversack. If is that okay? So that he can identify it.
Which pouch is it going in?
Not the Gaius pouch. Nothing's going in the Gaius pouch for a while.
Okay.
Speaking of
He
Gaius,
gets his own
did you?
pouch.
Is there anything that you can do with those other skulls that from those altars in the last room? Hey Roro, you want to go talk to some more skulls? Says Kenai.
Do you really want me to talk to them?
I don't know. I don't really know the benefit, but there's a purple light from those candles. I just didn't want that message to get missed. There's
Oh yeah,
anything important there.
I think
Yeah.
I think they were just oddly lighting things. I don't know that they had any
Okay.
special effect. But could always grab them if
They
you're
did light
concerned.
with. They did come up with detect magic that would have been after, within the
Oh, okay.
duration.
The duration. Okay. Then I guess Ron would try to extinguish them and save them, just in case.
Okay, can you write that down, Chaos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, Alazan, how you want us to do this. If you want us to like walk through manually back through the place.
There's still some
Um,
places you never went.
Well, so basically, as we're going back through, though, Rana and presumably Gadio will make sure to take care of any coffins that are on the way out. I do remember there being a place that was flickering with weird light in the room where we fought everybody. Does the party want to check out that room?
Yeah, I think we have to investigate a number of things. Anybody care to look in this room with the sofa?
We did look in there.
We've
That's
been
the
in there.
library.
Sofa.
Gotcha. That was the library? Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so if we're gonna explore, and also I'm remembering that there is a spider that we have not taken care of. So if we're gonna explore, Rana will cast Healing Spirit at 3rd level because she is out of 2nd level spells.
I mean, do we want to just take a short rest?
would appreciate
Rana
that a
is
lot.
hurt. I mean, we can take a short rest too, but Rana's hurt more than. Well, actually, no. 15 hit die.
Hit points? Yeah, you can heal
Hit
that with
die.
hit dice. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we can take a short rest instead.
I've been running on 0 spell slots for quite a while now.
Yeah, it was interesting at the start of the Susan fight. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, Eldritch Blast.
Do
Okay,
we
where
want
do
to
you?
short rest here
Because-
or maybe in this room?
I say we short rest in the room.
The
The
library?
incredibly comfortable looking sofa.
The library sounds good.
The library,
Okay.
Also, Ambrose does dibs on the sofa.
So we'll short rest in the library.
too, isn't there?
Well, my
No,
own
it's just
recommendation
table.
was going to be upstairs by the entrance, so we know if anyone tries to leave or not.
It's so
But-
comfy.
Which
Okay, I'm gonna
entrance?
chill here.
Like the entrance to the building,
No,
and then just come back and
Oh,
clear things on our way.
I'm gonna have Liger like chill here.
Oh, okay.
I would rather rest here and just make a thorough sweep on the way out.
Okay. You can do that.
But there's definitely merit in
Did you cast the healing spirit, Hawk?
no, because we're short resting.
Okay.
So, to do. I guess you get to choose how many of your hit dice to use.
You can do
Or-
them one at a time too.
Does it
Oh,
add
that's
it
cool.
automatically?
Nobody. Yeah, it looks like it.
Gosh, I'm rolling like shit. Good God. That's better.
I'm gonna use all 3 of my
What?
fighter die to start.
How does the replenish work for hit die again?
You recover half on a
Okay.
long rest.
Half
Okay.
of your max.
Yeah.
Let's do one more then. That's probably fine. Oh, that's definitely fine, because right now my max HP is 90.
Wait, say that one more time. You recover half of your max hit die on your next long rest.
Yes, so you'll recover 7.
Great.
So you can for sure use that
Oh.
many if you want to.
I did not
Cool.
click the short rest thing.
That's
though.
fine. I'm doing great.
Do you happen to know, Allison, if I get any rage things back for a short rest? Let me double check this.
So under your hit die, there's an S rest. Make sure to hit that,
Uh-huh.
and then
Oh, and then I
it'll-
have to hit the rest button. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
and it'll give you back everything that you should get back,
Gotcha.
which does not include rage.
Let's go one more.
Liger is going to use its action for repair.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, skeleton archers.
Yeah.
Oh God. That is amazing.
Well,
knows what's
good
up.
heals, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm
Haven't even
down
rolled
by
mine
2
yet.
HP. I can use 1 more die. I would get them all back anyway.
You're gonna get them 2 HP back, huh?
Cool. I'm still above half of my use die, so we're good.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna roll a few of mine too.
so
I
you-
was waiting for the chat to sort of calm down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all good. My dice have all the weird, funky designs, so it's easy for me to lose them when there's like 8 other dice on the screen.
Well, also it adds it automatically to your sheet, Guff. So.
Oh, 2022 is a crazy year for tech. Oh my god. I'll do one more.
Man, Corona got me bad. I could have sworn you said 2020.
Fuck, dude.
What year is it?
Right.
Okay. So you spend the hour whiling away, just sort of resting and recovering, binding wounds, snacking on stuff. The Death Seer floats there ominously. Its wounds don't heal. And it used 0 hit die. The complex is quiet, except for the light tweeting and singing of birds from the garden in the next room over. I guess Gadiel would have. Yep, and yeah, you're all rested and feel a little better.
Sure do. Shall we?
Okay, go upstairs.
Yep.
Are you just gonna? Yep.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, that's awful.
I was also
Wow.
wondering if there's.
So the bloodstream didn't stop flowing.
When you get up to the chapel area, you can see that the spigots that had been pouring blood are now not. The channel still has some blood in it, but it has diminished quite a lot, almost to being empty. The blood that's left over is sort of pooled in places where just didn't flow right. Maybe the angle isn't quite enough to get it to continue. At the ends of the channels, you can see little grates and went down below to something.
Okay. So this is the area that I was talking about. We did not explore that. There's also this door here.
Room.
Yeah, the curtain I was curious about.
Mhm.
Okay.
I guess
Uh,
there's the question of if we could just have Jacob speedrun us through the searching, or if there's actually like things that need to be found or done.
It kind of sounds like there might be things that need to be found or done.
and if he speedrun us, or if he opts to not speedrun us through, then we know that there's stuff to be found.
What say
um,
ye, Jacob?
What do your characters want to do?
Rana wants to make sure. Rana wants to prioritize taking care of the coffins, which I think Gadiel does as well. So when we get back to this room, she'll, you guys can go explore over here if you want to, but there's a bunch of coffins over here. So Gadiel and I can go take care of that while you guys are doing that, if you would prefer.
Gadiel says, let's ensure there's nothing dangerous first. And he moves in this direction.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Okay. He's.
I know. Your tokens are the old ones.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
Why?
Yeah. I might go back to the waiting area and just tint mine a color, any color, because my laptop's so crappy, I have to play really zoomed out, and so zoomed out, I'm like, which one's me? I can't tell
Yeah.
because I'm just
Totally
so zoomed
valid.
out that I can't tell what any of them are. It's like,
What I can do for you is make your name always there,
oh,
if you'd
that'll
like.
work.
And then over the next week, what I'll do is I'll go and I'll give it a different colored border.
Okay. Well, because I think you can also just like tint the tokens. I think that's something we could do.
Also, yeah, don't.
Maybe.
Yeah, we can do like. I'll change this later.
Oh, in the forge itself, yeah, that's another option.
Also,
I'll
don't
know
feel
that
like
work, it's just
you
on the light.
you need to use the
I need to
ones
use this.
that I made. Okay.
There's no way I'm not.
Okay, so we move in this direction.
Oh, I didn't actually do anything. Oh, whatever.
More coffins. Surprise. Oh, that one is locked. Oh, and there's a sound?
As you
Open lock-in?
approach, you can hear the sound of chain. Chains are around this coffin. You hear banging against it, and the chains rattle with the banging.
Is Rana getting undead vibes?
Yes. Here and here.
Okay, she'll run over here real quick to. Yep. Okay, these coffins both have probably vampires in them.
Why would they be locked?
Punishment, I'd guess.
Oh, it's proximity based for the rattling. Interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky.
Gaz says, "There's a woman in there."
In where?
Yeah, can sniff them out.
It's not smell.
Okay, guess.
Well, if it's a woman, she's still undead.
I don't
He
think
shrugs.
Gaz has ever said anything that made me feel comfortable.
Out of character, but something to point out though is I think Gaz is generally unable to detect undead, if I remember correctly. So that's an interesting point.
To him, it is just a woman.
Well, I don't know, a little bit of both. I don't know.
Okay, what's the plan here? Ambrose, maybe do you want to blast off the lock? Or
I could-
Gadiel, do you have a suggested plan of attack?
He takes a stake
Blast
from
off
one
the
of his
wall.
pouches and moves into the area. Saddles up next to the up here, next to the coffin.
I mean, I
Because
could also just fill the room with tentacles and eat them.
That seems like a waste of a spell.
I no longer want to be in this area.
Wait. Why? Because of what Ambrose said?
Yeah.
No, Ambrose isn't going to do that because we also don't necessarily want to give Arath a vampire to use against us.
Ooh. I mean,
That is, I don't think that's something Jacob's considered. You escape ideas. Yeah, that's probably good call. I should probably save the tentacles for less terrifying enemies.
Gadiel examines the lock, and then Honest, I believe your services are required. Heads back to the coffin there.
Note to self: never get lockpicking skill because you have to do this shit all the time.
Technically do it. Wait, I don't remember. Can I use a mage hand for that, or is that only rogues?
It's just
Chain trick.
That was a 19 roll. Jeez.
everybody has just sort of like their thing that they do. Anytime it's like weird, freaky tentacle magic, they call me. Every time we find weird magic stuff, it's always Rowan identify.
Does happen.
Rana, are your
Often.
undead senses tingling?
Yeah, here and here.
Yeah.
And to be fair, this is one of the few dungeons that you've come across a ton of locks,
Yeah,
where he's actually
there's-
had to use that.
the lock stuff has not been as much of a thing until now.
Oh, he
Specifically the arcane trickster rogues that can use mage hand for lockpicks. Interesting.
removes the locks from the chain and begins to unbind it. As he does so, a puff of air escapes from the coffin.
Rana is readying to shoot the vampire if it seems to get out of hand or out of Gadiel's control.
He removes the lid. Go ahead.
Ambrose also has Eldritch Blasts ready to shunt the vampires back in the room if they get out.
He removes the lid, pushes it over, looks down, frowning. Second. Oh, who are you? You hear from inside. Steps back, and this woman looks out over the edge of the coffin. It doesn't appear that she is clothed, so she's just poking her head out. Looks out down the hall. What? You can see red in her eyes and definite fangs. Features are a little bit sharper than a human's should be, but probably not in the same way that an elf's would be.
Okay, and why is Gadiel not taking care of
What?
her?
Well,
This woman's sense is
he'll-
tingling.
he'll explain in a second. He steps forward and I guess I'll just roll to what's it? Grabs hold of her and starts to push her down, and she, eyes wide, grabs at his hand and begins to overpower him, gripping his arm quite strongly.
Rana. Okay, yeah. Seeing
Kenai
Kenai run
steps
in to
in.
help.
Hold her down.
Yep.
You can make a athletics check.
Right.
She is with the two of you. Overpower quickly. Gadiel, once Kenai has put the woman back on her back, Gadiel takes the stake in his hand and shoves it into her chest. Blood burbles out through this black Icarus. Very thick like clotted blood dribbles out from the wound. Her eyes slowly fade and sort of go. The awareness fades out and head lolls to the side.
Oh, one down.
Thank you,
Turns
Kenai.
and says,
Everything okay, Gadiel?
I was not expecting her to be nude.
Oh!
His woman sense was tingling.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Oh,
As says,
Gadiel.
I didn't think that was important to know.
yeah, Gaz, most people. Never mind.
Moving on.
Yeah. Rana will
Opposite-
take up a similar position here.
Opposite
I-
this. Go ahead.
I love the image of this super badass, like, aged, like, gray in his beard vampire hunter just opening a coffin and being like, oh, boobies!
Oh man.
Opposite this coffin's hallway is a table lining the alcove there. You can see a few items. Lying in depressions, there's a sword as well as a shield. And you see 3 additional indentations where presumably something had been there and is not there any longer. But we'll come back to that in a second.
Yeah.
Is there anything special about the sword? Just
We'll get
regular
back to that in a
sword.
second.
Uh, Looking at the sword,
Fair
you
enough.
see the hilt is made to mimic an eagle. The hilt itself is the eagle's outstretched wings. Crossguard, comes up with the head, opening its beak for the blade to come out. And the pommel is molded like talons, clutching a small ruby.
Fancy.
Oh.
Sick.
Gadiel turns to Tonus.
Am I
Another
opening?
lock for you.
Yep. Okay. Where is it? There it is.
Kenai will attempt to just be in position to hold down the vampire.
Here moves the locks, same sort of puff of air. Hits out from the edges of the coffin as the chains are removed. He opens it and looking down, Kenai sees a man gaunt with pale, pallid skin, very sharp features, similar to the woman's. He's wearing travel-worn clothing that's clearly been in battle, and you see cuts and slashes in it, but otherwise they would have been exquisite at one point. Sort of lined with his tunic's sort of lined with fur and embroidered with patterns of sword and shield. See blood stains that same tunic. Has a thin mustache and goatee. Of course, has the same red tinted eyes and sharp canines. When he
Okay.
opens the lid, Gadiel says, Renard. And quickly quiets, and the man says, you, as he looks up at Gadiel. Gadiel moves to plunge the stake into the man's heart. Can I get an athletics from Kenai to hold him down?
Yep.
The man, very strong, pushes against Kenai and begins to stand up and looks around kind of wildly, unsure of the situation. Gadiel is stepped back as Kenai gets overpowered.
Rana looses an arrow.
Okay.
I love that description of the bow.
That will oh no, that hits.
27. Oh no.
I saw.
I mean, even the 17 missing is kind of an oof.
Yeah.
I think the 17 does miss.
No.
Oh no. Do we need to enter?
Well, the 17 is the
battle?
damage roll. But
That's not your name.
I thought he said his name was Bernard.
Not quite.
I think it was
Oh.
Renard, like almost like a French
Bernard. Yeah.
name. Yeah.
The arrow, the really big arrow, more like a javelin, strikes this man in the chest. He grips it and looks. Why? And Gadiel then plunges the dagger into the man's chest.
Nice.
Or not dagger, stake.
could Rana make like steak arrows?
Maybe.
I mean, if you think about it, arrows are just stakes with feathers on them. So
True.
Right. 2 down.
Gadiel.
Turns back.
That guy recognized you?
Yes. He was sent before me. His expression is grave and somber.
Oh no. Like, oh no, I'm so sorry. That sounded really insincere, but Rana's actually genuinely very sorry.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
Anyways,
Oh,
what's this sword look like now?
That
Yeah,
sucks. Wait, so yeah, the last guy that was sent before Gadio was sent, that's this guy?
Oh, that was clever.
Was.
Oh,
He turns to
I think
K9.
this one was.
My apologies for the hesitation.
damn.
I understand.
You really have been doing this for a long time, haven't you?
He nods slowly.
Have you ever had to take out a turned friend before? Before this.
You were anticipating a Jacob answer, but this is Gadiel. 3 times. It's never easy. I expected it, but nonetheless.
Are there any other agents that have been sent here that maybe we might find?
No. Turns back and
Okay.
inspects the coffin. And prepares a holy water to pour in.
Should we do that for this coffin as well?
He nods and says, I was ensuring I had enough for Sir Renard.
Yes.
My apologies. Shall we?
Sure. When he says "shall we," is he going this way or back to this coffin?
Either
Because we
back
haven't
to the coffin.
we haven't
Yeah,
really
if you
wanted
want it.
that.
Yeah, you can prepare that one, and
Yeah, Rana will do that one.
very dirty, and it is quite thin, but still there. And yeah, you pour in the body scars, not scars, burns and sort of scalds with the holy water itself, and melts away,
Okay.
proving the vampire's continued demise.
Okay. So there is a door here, and then it looks like there's doors further down here.
The door here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know we don't. Before we forget, if anybody wants to inspect this table and the weapons further.
yeah, I was wondering if Ambrose could maybe do like a cheeky little investigation or something to see if the imprints where the things are missing. If you could tell what was in those imprints.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I was curious about that as well.
Make 3 intelligence checks. If you have
Intelligence.
proficiency in, let's see. Yeah, I don't think you have any of the proficiencies that would make sense. But if you want, if you think of, hard to say, it's hard to let you choose a proficiency that makes sense when you don't know what they were.
I couldn't use my persuasion proficiency to persuade the dust to tell me what was what.
It will let you roll. You have 0% chance.
History check to try and remember what was there.
How about a performance?
You do some interpretive dance in the general direction of the table. It seems unmoved.
Tough crowd.
I do have investigation proficiency. I feel like I am investigating this table.
Yeah, good. The shield is a kite shield. It's made of some sort of dark wood. See bands of adamantine that reinforce the outer face. Eagle is displayed with an eagle with displayed wings sits in the middle, and the adamantine is bordered in red, though it's faded and chipped in some places. The first one, you find an empty spot in a sort of ovaline shape. It's narrower at the side closest to the hall, and at the narrow end is a diamond-shaped recess. Based off of its general shape and some of the depressions within the oval shape itself, probably a necklace.
Ooh.
There's another.
Check the body of the queen. I don't remember if we did.
She was blasted to non-existence.
Yeah, there wasn't anything she boiled away.
Sunbeam.
Yeah.
The
Man.
second indentation is semicircular. You can see some dried blood forming a thin film in the indentation. It's roughly
Ooh.
6 inches. The last one is a shallow cylindrical shape, running maybe 7 inches in length.
Like a wand, maybe.
Probably wider, too wide for a wand. It's maybe 4 inches wide. So I would say maybe 4 wands.
Hmm.
A staff. Small staff.
A rod
Scepter.
or several.
I think
Or
he said it
4
was only like 7
across.
inches long.
7 inches long in length, 4 inches wide.
Yeah, it's pretty big, whatever it is.
Bigger than average.
It's like a water bottle.
Fuck up, Wi-Fi. Okay. I got nothing for these. I don't have any. Maybe the necklace that we got earlier might be this necklace, but I'm not sure about the other ones.
Since we've opened the coffins, should the chain sound go away?
Wait, did we do something wrong?
The echoes finally die down.
Okay, so do we want to go here next or here?
Anybody claiming the sword? Should we detect magic or anything, or?
Takes 10 minutes. If Rowan agrees.
Yeah, we can do that later. We can bring it with us, I guess.
Do you want to shove it in the bag?
I don't want to like. What if it's like a cursed sword?
I'm not picking it
I
up
mean,
then.
Well,
even if it's cursed with the whole bird handle and stuff, that would go well with your whole bird thing going on, Kenai. That's kind of.
Oh, sure.
Maybe,
Kenai has
Make Kenai have all the
so
weapons.
many weapons.
I don't know. Maybe your bird can hold it. I don't know how big your bird is.
And the next weapon I get, I hope glows, because I can't see shit anywhere I go.
The glaive that you got can give off light.
Aha! Let's try this out, actually. Equip. Nope. Not set
You
up.
don't know the command word, but we'll.
Oh, shoot. You're right. Okay, I'll investigate that further later. Let's finish up this hallway.
Okay.
Let's
Here, Rana
do...
will go
There's a couple doors.
there.
I was thinking we should do this one first. I know I was over there, but
Oh,
There's
what?
a-
should-
This is
a-
Whoa, this.
A piece of the wall has been slid
Going back this way.
into the side. You can see an opening which leads through a big barrel and
I knew
into
there was something behind here.
Am
Oh,
I
wait, that's
familiar?
where we came into this area.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
entrance.
Oh, we could have
Oh,
just
shit,
skipped
Skyrim
the
door.
entire clone hallway.
I
Wonderful.
Oh,
remember.
that's awesome.
Okay. All right.
Secret tunnel.
Good
Ah.
note.
We're gonna do the double doors. Or we're gonna go back to the single door.
We're here, so let's do double doors.
Do the double door.
I'm afraid of what's in this single door. I bet you it's just one more vampire. Let's just deal with it quick.
Mage hand open the door.
Nice. Inside you see two large tables dominating the rooms. There's small casks and larger barrels line the north and south walls.
Is this
A
what I
large
think it is?
stove sits unused in the corner. That is a large stove which is sitting unused.
Oh, it's a stove. It looks very coffin-esque.
Ah, yes, it does, doesn't it? Let's see, on the tables, there's a goblet has been knocked over and a chair leans against the wall haphazardly. It seems that whoever was in here left in a hurry.
Hmm.
I just saw all the NPCs slide into view.
What's up? We're here too.
Oh wait, our NPCs, not.
So they probably dipped out through the secret passage.
Oh, yeah, they might have. Can we check these barrels? Or Rana will
I
check
mean,
these barrels.
Give me an investigation check.
Can we tell what was in the goblet they got knocked over?
They're filled with wines and ales, foodstuffs, grains, salted meats, hard-packed biscuits. One of them is labeled the Dietrichs. Oh, that's in. Oh, you can read in Armani. Almani. Armani is a different thing.
That's an
I
Italian fashion brand?
do believe I know Almani. Oh shit, it doesn't.
Dried blood can be seen at the lip of the cask.
The Dietrich? Dietrich? Like a family name. Ugh. Okay.
maybe that's the name of the people whose blood is in them.
Right, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Okay, well. Seemingly nothing to see here. No undead sense?
Nope. No, you haven't had any sense of undead
Okay.
since these guys.
Okay. So now this.
In front of you is a. See, the door of this. This door is made of steel, and you can see large bands of adamantine crossing the metal, disappearing into the jam. Can't see any hinges. You don't see a door latch or keyhole either, and all you can see on the front of the door are these two depressions, maybe 2 inches deep.
Okay. So no visible or simple way of opening the door?
Not that you can see.
Okay, I'll be right back. Rana is gonna run over here and check this door.
Bros pushes on the door. It's locked. Okay.
Yep.
I'm guessing that's
Pushing on it, you don't. It doesn't give.
What's in here?
Just wanted to make sure. Maybe they left it unlocked.
An altar there is lit by candlelight. Skull rests upon the altar. Honest finds no place to unlock. It's a blank metal door with two sort of 2-inch depressions around Tonus' waist height.
2-inch depressions around my waist. I'm short, so these are low.
Yes. So they'd be at like Rowan's calves.
Maybe like, do they look like finger impressions, like somebody lifting the door?
Yeah, so they're about 2 inches deep and 4 inches wide and maybe another 2 inches high. So a 2x4 square or rectangle, and then that's 2 inches into the metal door.
Okay. Is there... I guess just sort of looking at it, can we see, like... Does it look like something was inserted in there, like some kind of key, or does it look like a place for hands to go?
Make an investigation check.
That's Rana's investigation for this room. She's gonna look
Okay.
around in it.
One peeping, so I guess I'll do an investigation over here.
Don't use mine.
Wow.
Wow, dude!
Explain that one.
Looks like a
That's
dead
pretty
end.
Incredible.
You're not sure there's actually a door there.
Guys,
Man, this is
guys,
just a
what's
weird
going
wall, huh, Tony?
Don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Wow.
You removed the door.
I did. I was fucking around.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, but it is still locked.
Rana looks over the altar. The candlelight is normal, just a yellowish illumination. And yeah, you look at the skulls and the
Where did she go?
carpet over it. Doesn't look, I mean, other than like a private area, there's nothing remarkable about this.
Okay.
She went this way.
And there's nothing on this wall to like.
Nope.
Wait, did that door close?
That was probably Tonus.
Okay.
No.
Or
To like
Omega.
indicate interacting with this room that we're trying to get into,
Nope, it's
the presumed room.
pretty bare, yeah.
Okay. All right. I was just checking that door
Mm-hmm.
to see if it was another way into this door or into this room.
Right.
Any luck with this door?
What door?
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber over there, a little confused.
We rolled
Um,
the same. Which one's different?
We both
Shut up.
have a +4 to investigation.
But in a different way.
Technically, I have a -1 + 5.
I just have a straight +4.
Can we try to lift within that? I don't know where my hands could reach, and can my hands fit in that little slot that you described to
It's
lift?
awkward. When you put your hands in, you can feel that there's some space above the depression as well. Like you can hook your fingers in,
Mhm.
which from just looking at it, didn't realize that before.
Can
Wait,
I pull?
I think I
Can I
missed.
pull instead of push the door?
Doesn't seem to pull or push.
For whatever reason, my brain thought that they were like vertically aligned. I'm now realizing there's like two handles that on either side of the edge of the door, right?
They are horizontal, yeah, not vertical.
Okay, but I don't know why my brain was like, oh, they're vertical.
So
Yeah,
maybe
I
try
guess.
sliding it to the side.
Doesn't seem to give that way.
Did he try lifting, or is he just pulling and pushing?
He pushed and pulled and tried to slide so far.
Okay, so lift.
I lift. It's
Doesn't
athletics.
seem to go up.
How about with a
Sure.
lever, like a crowbar or something?
You push it down?
What would you be? Okay, you could get a crowbar in there.
Gravity work?
You can wedge in a crowbar in. pull, sort of push down. Door doesn't do much. You can feel the like, because that's what you guys have identified it as. I'm going to say handhold, even though that's not necessarily true. I'm just using it for ease. You can feel the handhold itself start to bend, but the door isn't moving.
Okay, can Rana check these walls to see if there's any sort of button or maybe the floor for a pressure? I mean, we walked over it, but maybe the floor for any sort of
Can I investigation check?
small pressure plate.
Yeah, Rowan will assist.
Ooh, make an investigation check with advantage.
Cool. Son of a
Oh my God!
bitch!
Rowan shouldn't have assisted. Rowan should have just done it himself.
Doesn't seem like it. No.
Is there just
Wow.
like dum-dum air in this hallway that's making us all fail our investigations?
Something. All right.
And I will intimidate the door.
I
Oh my
could
gosh,
also
it
just try
opened now.
blowing
He
it up.
just like roars at it.
Dum air.
I
Yeah,
don't
we could
know.
just try and smash. He said it's metal. I could heat it up and then be the.
And then it'll give. No, never mind.
Rowan, can you disintegrate it?
Sunbeam.
I
Yeah.
have.
I'm not sure that's the best use of that ability.
I have a very dumb idea that I want to try.
Go for it.
All right.
Well,
I'm gonna walk up to the door. Imagine I'm walking up to the door. I'm gonna cast enlarge reduce and make the door reduce in size by half.
Okay.
Here's this. So it says I can use it on objects. Can the door make a DC 17 con save?
Constitution on door.
Easy.
It only gets the con save if it's unwilling.
Is the door? I don't know. It's
Well,
kind of a
it's
consent thing. It doesn't. It doesn't say it's unwilling, but it also
It's
doesn't say
unable to can. You watch as this metal door begins to shrink before your very eyes. The hallway, about 12 feet tall, and or the ceiling to this hallway, 12 feet tall, and the door gets down to up, what is it? 7 feet, and you can see a gap of about 5 feet over the door. It hasn't. The width of it has not shrunk enough to allow. Oh well.
what?
No, it does actually. It's about 4 feet across, and so it shrinks down to about a half foot on either side, and you can see that it's also set into the floor. There's a groove that goes across that it was sitting in.
Okay. So
You know, we see
maybe
indentations like in the. It gets thinner too, if this matters.
Yeah.
Can you
So it's sort
slide
of
it now?
leaning against.
try to knock it over.
Just push it. Yeah, just can't just push it.
I push it over.
Yeah, there's a groove in the floor, so you can sort of pick it up on each side and just toss it into the room.
All right. I do that.
Inside, you can see coins on the right, chests on the left.
Be very careful.
We're rich,
Be careful. Be careful. If this room was that
and that's
well
where we'll
protected.
end.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I don't think that's how we were supposed to do that.
Whatever works, man.
I mean, I'm sure the answer wasn't also roll 3 5s for investigation.
Right.
One
Modern
of them with
problems require
advantage.
modern solutions.
Yeah.
Dude, we just can't find anything about this door. Shrink the door.
In a minute, there's gonna be a huge ass door in that room.
It really is.
Oh, wow.
How long
The
does this
next
last?
baddies
Does it
that
last
move in
for
this
a
minute.
dungeon are
minute?
gonna.
Oh, good
These
times.
bad guys that move into the dungeon. It's gonna be like when there's like a big couch in a room in an apartment. It's like, how the hell do we even get this out? There's no dimensions here. We gotta take the
I
feet
just
off.
realized
It's a
how
whole thing.
useful reduce and large would be on like trying to get a couch through like a tight doorway in an apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Canopy beds.
Not just like getting it in like through a doorway, but also just the weight of it.
Arranging
It
it.
makes
Yeah.
it 1/8
Yeah.
the original weight. Yeah, you can just like lift it with one hand.
Every once in a while, those
Oh man.
questions go around. They're like, you could have one spell from D&D in real life. What would it be? And I now know my answer.
And
It's-
there's
I mean,
Large-
it's like
large
Still
wish.
wish.
Oh, wish.
Yeah, good call.
Still wish.
still wish, but it'd be like which movie was it? I think it was Ant-Man. One of the characters had like an apartment building that they just put
Oh,
wheels
yes.
on with like carry-on luggage handle.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah.
Oh, they had like an entire building that was like that, didn't they?
Yeah.
I
It
think
was like
so.
a skyscraper too.
Yeah,
Funny.
quite great.
All right.
3 episode 1 of The Boys.
Oh, I
Oh
still
my
have 3
God.
episodes of The Boys left.
It's
Oh,
good.
That's why
I'm
you've
simply
been
thinking of
tuning in
the
early.
first episode this season.
I'm waiting to watch the end with my father, so no, that's not why.
Oh.
Can confirm. Good show. Would recommend.
The last 3 episodes this season. Oh, wait, let's see. That means
Yeah,
the next one you're gonna watch is probably Hero Gasm, isn't
I'm
it?
gonna stop the stream. Bye, Twitch.